I'm going to try to answer two questions in this video that I've had about my previous video on stopped horn. One is, what do composers need to know about the stopped horn? And the other is that why does it matter whether you say it raises the pitch a half step or it lowers it to 1/2 step above the partial below? Is that really a distinction worth making, or is it semantic nonsense? First, so let's start with what do composers need to know about the stopped horn and how to write for it. Well, the first thing is that you don't need to transpose or do anything extra when you're writing for stopped horn. Just write the note that you want to hear transposed into F and put either a plus sign on it or the word stop. Now, another question I get all the time is, do I need to mark when I want you to use your hand or when I want you to use a mute? Nowadays, you only need to write stopped or put the plus sign. You don't say with a mute. Now, I want to take a look at a couple composition examples of things that you could do with stopped horn and why knowing exactly how it works with the harmonic series is important to understand what you can write. This first example that I'm showing has a huge mistake in it. You see that it's marked glissando from open to stopped and the pitch is ascending. As you close your hand to do this long glissando, the pitch is going to go down, and then at the very end, you suddenly have to bump the pitch up. Now, this next example shows the same harmonic movement from C major to a kind of D flat major chord. I did add a seventh in this one, but that's because the harmonic series is going to allow us to add a seventh in this case. We're still making a glissando from open to stop, but now our chord is always descending, and we're reaching a stopped sound without having to make a bump or an arbitrary transition in the middle of the glissando. So the rule of thumb for writing with stopped horn, which is that if you want the pitch to go down, players need to close their hand from open to stopped, and if you want the pitch to go up, players need to open their hand from stopped to open. And if you do make this mistake like Borodin did, just know that your players might initially be confused about what you're asking for, or if they kind of get what you mean, they're going to have to make some personal changes to what you wrote, like adding articulations or changing notes in the middle of the slur in order to get the sound that you've written. In summary, you can write a lot clearer horn parts, and it might lead you to new sounds that you can compose with if you understand how the instrument works correctly.